All right. The first thing you want to do is go to your Canvas page right here. My head's in the way. There we go. Let's see. Where's my? There we are. And go to this plus sign right here. So with whichever module you're in, doesn't matter. It should be sort of the same thing. Click the plus sign, and then you're going to add an assignment. Usually, when we do the add assignment, you just click on like create assignment. You choose an assignment, or you click on create an assignment, and then you make a new one. This is where the first big difference comes in, because what you're going to want to do is click on assignment and change it. So instead of adding an assignment, you're adding an external tool. This is going to open this huge list right here, and you'll have to scroll down. There's all sorts of things that you could add in to other classes, but what you want to do here is PlayPosit. Once you click on PlayPosit, it will load. No content has been attached to this link, which it makes sense because you don't have a PlayPosit yet. So if you do have a PlayPosit, like if you've already made one and you want to add one to the new class, so like we have the new class that was set up already, and Liz, you were able to get instructional design to add PlayPosit to it. So we already have these PlayPosit quizzes built in our old one. So you don't have to build new ones. You can choose the old ones that we've already done by clicking set link. But since we have to build new ones also, you can build a new one by clicking enter PlayPosit, and then you're going to add a new bulb. And this is where you start. You can upload a video from your computer. So if you do like an OBS video version of going through your PowerPoints, you can just upload that video directly to PlayPosit. You don't have to put it on YouTube first, although you can. And then, I don't know, there's benefits to that, right? Like, so you have the YouTube video, and if you wanted to use it without PlayPosit for some reason, it's there. If you upload it to PlayPosit, it's always going to have the questions in it. So, I mean, this is up to whoever's doing this. I think I'm going to put mine on YouTube first and then put the URL in, so we have both versions. You don't have to. So if you're doing that, you go here to input URL. To get the URL, you go to your YouTube page, or Wistia, CamSoda, whatever you're using. And I mean, we'll just select any video. Let's do this Helmholtz resonance video. And down here at share, you're going to click on share and then copy. And that gives you the URL that you want. You can now go back to PlayPosit and drop that Control V into the insert URL. And there it is. So this is where you can, let's see, we're not yet to the point where we can start adding questions, interactions, polls, stuff like that. You can either click done, or if you want to cut off some stuff, you can trim it and crop the video here. But if you don't want to, if you're satisfied with what you've uploaded to YouTube, just click done. And now you can start adding questions. You can also put more videos on this. So if you add another video to it, it'll add it to the end. I don't know. Again, that's like a you do you kind of thing. I think I'm going to do all my videos independently as their own independent PlayPosit assignment. So what you want to do is the play button, like I said earlier today, it's always hidden over here. Like, it's not hidden, it's actually more obvious than all these controls down here, but it looks like always to me I'm confused because I'm like, well, here's the slider, but where's the play button? Because it's like off in this region. There it is. So you can like scrub to where you want to go. This is a good spot. So let's just add an interaction. The first thing we'll do is add a discussion, and who knows. What I'm doing in this video is I'm showing the computation for Helmholtz resonance using a beer bottle, so you can do the math and you get a frequency, and then I blow in the beer bottle and record it and then show that it's really close to the computation. The frequency that I actually get measured by Audacity is really close to the computation. This is something for one of the speech and hearing classes I teach. It's not really important, but that is why I have a beer bottle in this video. That's why I'm telling you this. And so for this discussion, which we're not going to use for anything. What is your favorite kind of beer? You can just type that in. You can make these required or not. So if it's a discussion, but you don't really want, if you don't think that everyone will want to discuss, you don't have to make it required. I don't know. Again, kind of up to you. Interaction pauses video playback. I usually like to leave that one on because you want them to listen to the whole thing. Can they rewind? I think for a discussion, yeah, totally. And maybe for all of ours, this is like a question for the group, and we can always change these options afterwards. I think rewinding is fine because we want them to learn. If you're using it like a quiz, then I understand maybe not rewinding because you want them to not just rewind and then find the answer. So if you want it to be an actual quiz and promote like really attentive learning, you might turn that off. But I think for ours, it's more important that they know the information. You can hide everyone else's discussion answers until the person says something to keep them from just saying, I agree with this person. And then you can also have them upload their own videos. Oh, we can't do that. Okay. So then I'm going to jump here to add a different kind of interaction. Let's do a multiple choice. And then this is just really standard, same thing that you do with Canvas. Okay, so now it has two interactions, and that's pretty much it. Where did we see that we can? Why do I always forget where this is? Oh well. It's in the settings. It's in the settings for these these interactions. Ah, there we go. Where do you want to place it? So usually over here at the bottom. You could also throw it down or usually over the side. You could throw it at the bottom of the video or whatever. And Jessica, Liz, and I discussed possibly moving them around to like enhance attention. We're gonna talk to instructional design and see if that's something that they have seen evidence of working. But you could put it anywhere. So depending on the answer we get from them, this is where you would do that. So that's up here at the top. If you're making the interaction, it's an option that you can choose from. But I guess once you're out of it, you have to look for that thing at the top that says sidebar. And click on that and change placement. And that's pretty much it for adding the questions. So let's say that we're done. We're going to click save. You can add learning objectives. You can add tags. And I'm going to click save. And so now it's done. It doesn't, I think mine don't necessarily show up for me right off the bat. Maybe it's in the next page. Yeah, so for whatever reason, the new ones that I create don't, oh, there it is. I just had to go to the next page and come back. I've been clicking out of it and finding it again. So once you create your PlayPosit quiz, remember we're still in, back in Canvas, we said add a external tool, and it still thinks that we're adding something. So you can, now that you've made this, go right here to these three dots, and my head's in the way again. Okay, so you go to these three dots right here by whichever video you want to upload. So if you want to upload this one, you go to these three dots, this one down here. It depends on which one you want. So you're going to click here, and then at the very top you've got this one that says set bulb link, and that means that this is the one that you're going to add to Canvas. So if you click on that and just say, yeah, whatever, like we want them embedded, self-paced is fine, whatever, link it, and click add item. At the very bottom you now have Helmholtz resonance in a beer bottle. So you can, if you were the student, actually I'm going to do student, oh, I didn't. There. It's turned on, go to student view, go to module 3, and there's Helmholtz resonance in a beer bottle. We can click on it, and we're going to take it, but it says I have to open it in a new window. That's probably because I'm using Firefox, which doesn't work well with PlayPosit always. So here's our video. It's a lot of Jake. You can't fast forward. I'm going to cut this out because what I want to show you is the interaction. It doesn't matter. You know what they look like. We know what PlayPosit, what the actual answers look like. So we don't need to watch me talk about beer. Okay. So that's it. Stop. Stop talking. Okay. That's it. If you, and you can add more, but just to, so let's really quickly, if I go to our new class, which should now have PlayPosit added, we will go to modules. There we go. Come down, module 3, and we're going to do the same thing. So this is the new one. Since we've already created these, you should be able just to import them. So instead of assignment, we're going to click to external tool, scroll down to PlayPosit, it's there, which is great. We're going to set the link. There we go. So I can add check the bias, direct the bias, which I think is actually one that I want to add to this. And link it. Click add item, and there it is. So you don't have to, again, just to summarize, you don't have to create a new one every time. Once you have one, you can put it in different classes. And then it looks like we all might have access to everybody else's. So if you're added as a teacher in this class, and every other class that you're in, looks like you have access to all your bulbs, so you can just use them in other classes. So if any of us wanted to put some of these things in like our own classes, we could. I guess that's a different discussion, but then like now you know that it's a thing that you could do just because they're there. So you can move them to other classes even if you didn't create it in that environment. Okay, that's it. And now you're gonna have to watch me try to figure out where my stop button is.